It is go time for Monster Monday. Sit back and get ready to enjoy a live show. Comment any questions, see what's up in our world of epic, and hear what we have in store. Welcome to Monster Monday.
Yay!
Hi, everybody.
Hello, and welcome to Monster Monday. It's June 16th. Riot is not here. He's out riding and
Yeah, he's out. That's why I'm here tonight. Ryan is obviously busy, but he'll have 11 days of social media blackout because they're not allowed to do that stuff while they're at a Iron Butt rally. So, yeah, he's at the Iron Butt rally. Him and Frankie Lamb or Rolo Teeter, which would be Chris Lumagini. Yeah, so the three of them are competing in the Iron Butt Challenge. So that'll be pretty cool. Of course, we won't be able to really follow along because, like I say, it's blacked out. They're not allowed to post about it. So, yeah, good luck to them. I know that Riot posted an update video on that earlier today, and it's got the link to the fundraiser and stuff like that. So go ahead and check it out, share it, do whatever.
sounds good. So we got some news tonight. We'll get to the twist for the coin, but first we got some hero news and some other news, and then we'll get to that. So I'll start with some hero news. How's that? Hero news, we'll get to that. Jack and Alfie, the boys across the pond, they finished up with school, and apparently Alfie went out in true Alfie style. He told everyone at school where to go, and there may have been some objects thrown, and he attempted to walk home. So that's our Alfie. Shouldn't laugh, but
He's not super fond of school.
no, he's not. I don't blame Alfie. I was not either.
Those two over there, yeah, Jack, that's all he talks about is school. And Alfie's not that way.
Alfie, not so much. He's looking forward to summer and fun and
Freedom.
Yeah, not school. Jack, on the other hand, he likes his school. He loves playing with other kids too, but yeah. So that's the boys across the pond. Drew, the Gunther household has been pretty low key there and very quiet. They've had lots of rainy days, so not much fun to get out and do some, outdoor activity, which is what Drew is looking forward to. He did have a few endocrinology appointments and an eye appointment, so best of luck for those results, Drew, and look forward to hearing on that. On to busy Mr. Goat, Gavin the Goat. He's had a pretty busy summer so far and hasn't even really started, but he sees an eye doctor tomorrow for his yearly checkup and exam, and they test for cataracts and glaucoma as well. These boys go through, quite a bit with the Duchenne, so they have to have all this stuff checked out. And they've had a lot of storms lately. And speaking of that, we just had a tornado come through here. We're fine, but we had into rain in like 15 minutes, and we watched a tree fall over here, and yeah.
Our area had 3 tornadoes going on at the same time, basically.
Yeah.
So pretty wild, but yeah, it's calm as can be now. The sun's out, so.
One was in my dad's like backyard, pretty much. They didn't have damage, and yeah, they were close. They were real close, but.
And we forgot to do the intro where we mentioned what we did the last week or whatever.
We did, didn't we? We'll get to that.
Well, it was nothing special, so we'll just skip it.
We worked hard. That's what we did. Okay, on with Mr. Gavin. They've had a lot of storms, and so outside activities have been paused the last few weeks. Next week is a dentist appointment, which he hates. I don't blame you, Gavin. Nobody likes the dentist, I don't think. He has his teeth cleaned, but he also has to have his front tooth monitored because he had it ripped out when he was 3 years old. And so he hates the dentist because we believe it was a combination of biting through his tongue when he fell out of his little cozy coop, his little Pike's cozy coop. And when he got his tooth ripped out, falling on the escalator. So it doesn't sound like a good time. So he does not like the dentist. Then they have Mexico in their sights, And the plate sale is July 19th at Republic Harley Davidson. So anybody that can go and eat the food and buy a plate, all the proceeds go to paying for the van, the goats van. So that's a good cause, get that all paid for. So this weekend, as most of you know, Gavin had a pretty traumatic experience at the flea market. He was having a pretty good day trying to figure out what he wanted for crop charms. And they came across a sports shop that had his favorite memorabilia for like Buffalo Bills. And he was all excited and went inside with his wheelchair. A guy proceeded to tell him that he had to leave, that he can't be in there with a wheelchair. Well, that didn't go real well with Mom. So, nor did it go very well with some of the monsters. So that'll probably remain to be seen. So, any comments?
No, I'm not gonna say anything, other than, a lot of times the public they're not aware of what the situation is. You know what I mean?
Right.
I always had preconceived notions of, people in wheelchairs or whatever, maybe having a mental handicap or whatever the case may be. I was wrong, but yeah, people just don't know, and that's unfortunate. And yeah, bad deal for Gavin.
Really bad deal, because Gavin's not used to something like that, and he was pretty broke up about it. So keep your head up, chin up, Gavin. There's some pretty mean, cruel people out there. Not much you can do about that, but we'll see where that goes. So that's what I got for him. On to the FAMs and Mr. Turbo. They had a pretty exciting weekend. I hope you all saw the videos and such. Big Daddy and Riot took them to Kansas, to the Kansas City to see the Chiefs, and they got to see all the team and the managers, and visit I think they got to go in the locker rooms and that, did they not? And, I think they went all over. Anyway, they got to meet Mahomes, and I don't know the names of all of them, but anyway, they got to meet them all, and it looked like it was a pretty exciting experience. And I know Turbo for the last 2 days has told everyone that he's met that he has met Mahomes, and even the pilot yesterday was in tears and talked to him for about 30 minutes after the flight was over.
Yeah, that was really neat. Like if you're famous, like Misty is, like on autograph day or some sort of, media day or something like that, you can tell, like in a lot of cases like that, people are just going through the motions. And yeah, everybody at the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, they went above and beyond. It was sincere, it was real. And yeah, it was really cool how they did everything. Yeah, they did a great job. So made Turbo, feel special. Made them all feel special.
Yeah.
And, yeah, really. I don't really follow football. I'll watch it in the wintertime if I'm bored. But so I've never been partial to a certain team or whatever. But I suppose the Chiefs are my favorite now. Yeah, it was a class act.
That was a class act.
So yeah, way to go Chiefs. Way to go Turbo.
Yeah.
And the FAMs and Riot and Big Daddy.
Yeah, thanks. Special thanks to Big Daddy and the Monsters for making that happen for them. That was a real dream come true. It had to be. I mean, I don't even like football, and I would have loved that. I literally would have loved that. It looked like they really had a great time. So that was their weekend. Brody, not much in Brody's world right now, just soaking up the summer and the sun and having, his break, school break. I don't think there's a better time when you're a kid is summer break, and he's just soaking that up, and good for you, Brody. Just enjoy it. And
how is he getting sun?
I don't know. Nobody else.
The whole country is complaining about rain.
Yeah, I know we're getting a lot of rain, but yeah. So that's that. Mr. Jackson, he's had quite a few doctor's appointments lately. Tuesday, he got his new braces, his night leg braces put on, and he wears them like a champ. So good for you, Jackson. Keep that up. That's really important that you do that. No complaints from him. And Thursday, he had a full day of appointments. He took it like a champ. Yesterday, he got to go to Frog Pond, which is taking it like we spoke about that last week, but it's like a pool and slot, like water park basically. And he had a good time with mom there. And this Wednesday, Jackson has his procedure at the UVA as an outpatient, but they will be staying at the hotel near the hospital. So prayers and well wishes for you for everything to go well, Jackson. And I know mom's worried about that as a normal mom would be, but everything's going to go just great. So, but we'll be praying for you.
Jackson's young. He's probably not too worried. So
He's probably not. As a kid, if like me, I would be freaking out. But yeah,
that'd melt the situation. We're talking like Dairy Queens for a month or whatever, So,
I would say that.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then this weekend, hopefully, a few monsters may be coming to stop by on their way home from the rendezvous to visit him. So that would be nice. Cheer him up after he has his surgery and that. So yeah.
All right.
So well wishes for you guys.
So is that it for Hero News?
Basically, the only other thing I have, a couple things, so that's Hero News, but Crazy Ladies, I want to briefly, we don't talk about them enough. We really don't. And you ladies are really killing it out there. You really are. They're on day 167. And I remember doing 10 days one time, and I don't know, that's all I've done is 10 days, and that's just nuts. And the bash is in 89 days. So everybody, we got a lot going on this summer. So, the bike night and all of that. But anyway, just count down that the bash is in 89 days. So
The M79 is just a few weeks.
it is. And
Yeah, we got
so not ready for
a lot of
that.
stuff coming up. Yeah, bike night, M79. We got
We got a
the
lot
Monster Bash. all sorts of stuff.
coming up.
Yeah, like Frankie, she's on day 167. And the plan this coming week is to ride 11,000 miles. So she's not just out there farting around. She's vlogging some miles. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And they've got their own little Facebook page set up. It's called Two Crazy Ladies, but it's spelled kind of funny with Z's and stuff. You'll find it. So.
Yep, that's awesome. That's all I have, other than I was going to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes. I had a great weekend. I did go to a car show. I won. That was kind of I just love going to car shows, and I spent time with my son and Dylan and my dad and my in-laws. We had it was a great weekend. It really was. So couldn't have had a better birthday, but thanks everybody. I felt very loved.
All right. And other monster news. Yeah, Chris Hopper, in case you haven't heard, he's out there going for, 120 plus?
Yeah.
In 120 days. So yeah, most of us are aware of it. And as crazy as it is, a lot of us are just expecting him to do well, so we're kind of following along and having fun with it. But yeah, be sure to share that with your friends and other people I mean, people that haven't seen something like that, it would just totally blow their mind. I mean, it's mind blowing for someone that has seen something.
It's mind blowing for us, but I've talked to a few people that don't ride and they're like, well, that's impossible. I mean, that's what I get. And it's like, well, not really, but seems like it.
So I asked him earlier what day he was on and how many miles he had. And he's not even sure. He thinks he's on day 13. So, and he said he's running about 1,000 miles behind, but he's been out east the whole time. So it's harder to cover a lot of ground out there. Once he gets out west, he'll make that no problem. So yeah, make sure you follow along with him. I know like on Facebook, he's posting the Monsters and Heroes. His personal page, which I'd imagine you have to send him a friend request or something to follow. I don't know. And Instagram, it's Hops Adventures. So yeah, the style in which he does it is just amazing. He's updating and posting like all day long. It's like, when do you ride? But he gets it done. So yeah, be sure to share that with your friends and everything, because yeah, it is mind blowing. It's just nuts.
It really is.
And then of course there's that Pat. He's out there on the Indian. He's doing the same thing. He got a head start on
Thanks, Brandy.
yeah, thank you, Brandy. There's a link to the fundraiser anyway. And,
Mhm.
but yeah, Pat got a head start on Hopper and he's still doing well.
Mhm.
And, then there's that Scott Gottschalk that he made it 21,000 in 21 days and he is unfortunately out. So,
First, yeah,
Mm.
for them.
but 21,000 in 21 days, that's nothing to be ashamed
Yeah,
of.
that's
either.
nothing to, yeah, be
So-
ashamed of. I'm glad he's, doing okay.
Mhm.
That could have been,
But it sounds like he hit like a sandy spot or a gravelly spot on the interstate in Illinois and just went down. When you're out there that long, even just one long day, it's so easy to lose focus and you kind of go on autopilot and any sort of lack of judgment or focus. I mean, and it's bad. Things happen. So I don't know if that's what his case was or not, but yeah, it's unfortunate that his ride ended. So.
it was.
But he's still here to talk about it. He's a little banged up. I think he got a broken ankle or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, he still did a good job. My plan was to head out tomorrow morning and I was going to try to snag him somewhere. So on his route, like the farthest he gets from us is like 500 miles, but I won't be doing that. So anyway, all right. Then what else do I have? What do I have? All right, so we got this week's twist.
Is that where we're at already? You don't have more information?
No, I don't know what's going on. I've been out in the back 40 all week. But,
So we are down to 5 coins. In case anybody is wondering. So yeah, get out there, find the last coins.
can I interrupt you for a second?
Yes.
Brandy reminded me of something, and maybe she's got more info.
Thank
What
you.
is the exact date? Monsters Over Mountains.
We tried to find that and couldn't find it.
But yeah, Monsters Over Mountains. That's a ride that Denver Woods puts on. I think this will be his fourth one.
Thank you. It's July 11th through the 13th. this year.
July 11th through the 13th. So
I would love to do it. It's amazing ride.
they do 1,500 miles in 36 hours. Is I think what they normally run. And yeah, that's beautiful roads, beautiful country. Last year I know they had horrible weather, but yeah, be sure to check that out. You'll be seeing more of that coming up. I think Denver just started posting about it himself. But yeah, that's a pretty cool little event he puts on. Really cool. So
Yeah.
all right. So
Thanks, Brandy.
now we can talk about our coins. The Geo Hunt.
You go ahead. I just wanted to say there was 5 coins. The
Right.
rest is for you.
All right. So yeah, everything on the Mile Monsters website, Mandy's got updated. That little spreadsheet thing. I get confused when I read it, but so I don't know how people can update it because I'd be really confused trying to move stuff around. But yeah, she's got it all updated. It'll show the 5 coins that are available still. They're still out there. This week's twist, you explained it better than I did.
I never wrote down. So we
Okay.
can talk about it.
So this week, if you raise $100 or more, you can lock down your coin, and nobody can steal it, swap it, do anything.
Or
You can
trade it.
or trade it. You can totally lock down your coin if you raise $100. So then it's set. I'd imagine that's like throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, things can be
'Cause
changed.
if it's locked, it's locked. I think.
You would think, but that's for this week. Riot can change stuff as he wants to. So
Mhm.
we'll have to see. That's all I have for that is
And the top fundraising team, the top 2 fundraisers from that team will be able to get a couple coins given to them for them to give away. So you get a couple bonus coins to hand out to a friend or whatever the case may be. So,
yep, that's what I have. Top team for the week, give $100 or raise $100 and you can lock your coin. So, and then,
100 doll hairs.
doll hairs, yes. $100, that's a lot of dollars. And top 2 fundraisers from the top team gets, what does he say? I can't even read his writing.
But as long as Riot's not watching, we can modify this any way we want. He won't even know because he'll still be out riding during the next Monster Monday.
Yeah, you get bonus coins though. Top 2 fundraisers from top team will get bonus coin to give away. So, and Mandy has also updated the spreadsheet. And, yeah, so check out the spreadsheet that will be updated. And
Amy's got a good question. I don't know, it's your husband.
did we do anything special to look down?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We went-
That is a twist. I'd imagine if they just see that you raised $100 somewhere in one of the fundraiser campaigns, I'd imagine it's just fine. Yeah.
Mhm. Exactly. So I'm reading all the notes now to see if any donations to Amy. Okay, fine. That's great. Yeah. So yeah, Ryan and them are all out. They can't do any social medias for like 11 days. So, if you message him and can't reach him, that's why. But I think questions, Mandy said, you could ask her. But that's
Yeah, and see, you said that she'd post the twist on the page later too. So
perfect. Thank you.
at least if it's there in print, you can interpret it any way you want somewhat. So
That's what I
take it
got.
from there. It seems
Amy,
pretty
she said
self-explanatory.
she's telling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you raise $100 and you get to, nobody can steal your coin. So that's the deal. So,
I think
all right.
yep. And that's all we have for this week. Wow, 21 minutes.
21 minutes.
We're faster than
See, but the goat doesn't care because he doesn't have to
he
go to bed
doesn't care.
anyway.
He can stay up till whenever. So I don't know. That's a good question, Mark, because nothing was even, I was told nothing was
I'd imagine just the one per state is the only thing that stays in effect. So.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
Tammy is right. So if the coins are all found, it's going to be in your best interest to raise some money. So you can make sure in this case, you can guarantee that you're keeping your coin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there will be more twists.
Gavin confirmed it's summertime. You live in Texas. How do you even know when it's summertime? It's always summertime.
Look at Amy. She told us, okay, we need to go. Yeah, we're just rambling now. Now we're being
Yeah.
right.
See, but Amy is seeding the conversation. She's keeping it going.
That is true. I think she is.
Yeah, she keeps it going and blames us for keeping it going.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's about it. So yeah, hopefully
Hopefully that was clear as mud for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
it will be clear as mud.
Okay.
So,
Get
but if it's in print as it's written, we'll go from there.
out there and find the last few coins and ride safe. And we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.
Have a good week, everybody. Thank you.